Hello, everyone. This is Maria from mariascraftingcorner.com. Welcome to another paper pumpkin kit video. Sometimes it gets me a little bit to say that all in the same sentence without an error. Hi, Carrie. How are you? Thank you for being here. It's just a funny thing, and I know give me 1 minute. There you go. Because I always try to have my video here with the with the video, so I can see if it's slowing down. But obviously, I forgot to silence it. So, phew. Okay, so many things were to happen today that didn't happen. The first one is I was going to get all these ready like super early today, and then my job kind of like got on the crazy side towards the end of the day, and I did not have enough time to get it ready. I don't prefer this. I know that sometimes when it's a little like this way, it's a little disorganized and some people don't like it. So I am apologizing ahead of time. Besides, we are opening our box today, and so I really have had very little amount of time to check it. So we're actually kind of checking it together, so you guys know. Carrie, I hope you're doing well. We are going to experience like an cold front all of a sudden. It's crazy. So we have been probably in the 70s most of the week. It's been, or 60s, 70s. It's been super nice weather. And then today it starts snowing and it doesn't end until Monday. And we're going to get supposedly between 4 and 8 inches. And it's going to be like 1. And I was like, what? It's too early in the season for 1. And it's 1 Fahrenheit, right? Like usually when I see the weather in Celsius, because that's what my brain still understands. That's what I grew up with. But yeah, so it's going to be a little on the cold side. Carrie, if you're in, and thank you for being here. I want to say real quick that my internet was like wonky initially when I was trying. So before I go into every live, I tried the internet to see if it's going to really sustain. And it seemed like it was, and sometimes it wasn't. So it wasn't real weird. So guys, if you see that slowing down and that's going a little bit berserk, just let me know real quick, so we have time to try to fix that. Okay, it's almost last call, guys. Last call to get your 35% off your starter kit or 35% more your starter kit. It's a great idea. Hey, Miss Judy, how are you? Oh, I am hoping you're feeling okay today, Miss Judy. And Carrie, oh my God, yeah, it's been, yeah, I don't, that was, so Carrie's saying not as drastically as ours. It's quite the change. Like if you see it in the app, of course, it goes like ding, and then it's just like this crazy drastic change. But hey, that's what it is. I am getting stuff for the chickens. Oh, hi, Miss Judy. I didn't mean to highlight you, but hi. I'm still learning some things of this from this software. It has a lot of options, and I just have not had enough time to go ahead and learn how to use it all. I'm not going to like have a lot of details. I am going to highlight though these. Hey, Miss Becky. Oh, thank you so much for sharing. That this is the upcoming paper pumpkin kit. Is called Warm Wishes, and what it has, it brings boxes for little gifts, and it even brings some of those bags. Hello, Miss Ida. Welcome for food. So super cool. Don't miss it. Last day to subscribe to it will be the 10th, and it'll be shipped on the 11th. Okay, and let's go to the crafting table. Let's see. Ta-da. Oh, there I am. It's so funny that I am like up there now, and I'm like, where am I again? How is that happening? So, oh, I am glad, Miss Judy, that you're having a good day. That's a lot of blessings. As you can tell, guys, I didn't even change my paper because it's pretty clean. You know, it's got a little thingy and Merry Christmas, but that Merry Christmas even matches our theme, so it's all fine. And this is the beautiful, let me move this like this. The beautiful box that we received this month. It was pretty messed up, my box, so I was just kind of happy that I ordered two. Um, because seriously, this box is so beautiful. I can tell you guys the many times I really, really look at that. I really, really love little villages for Christmas. Like we always have our little village and everything, and so I just love, love, love it. Okay, so let's get going because we have some stuff to do. You do? Okay, good. Carrie's saying that she likes the new location. I think it's much better. Like now that I think about it, right? Like in the lower corner, I tend to do a whole lot in the corner, and I was always like in your way. But that's what it is. So I told you guys that I have a little, not a whole lot of time, I guess, to check in the kit. Really, I love this. This is just this are the envelopes, and they're all white except the top, but this could be used in so many ways. We'll probably figure out a way to get that going. This is the stamp set. Let me bring my little silicone sheet so you can see. So it brings a little of those houses in snow and trees, some other snow, and it says, of course, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and celebrate the wonder and joy of the festive season. Oh my God, I really like that one. So really, really cute. If you're into coloring, this is awesome for coloring. I would have a lot of fun with that. The stamping spot is real red. You guys know if you've been here before that I will put this away. And I'm doing that right now. And I'm going to bring my real red, my stamping pad, because there makes no sense for me to open that little stamping spot. Actually, I'm starting to get like a really big collection. I'm going to like, I don't know, create little gifts and give them away, I guess. These are the instructions. I always say they are very good. I think they're good. They're pretty self-explanatory and easy to follow. The truth is, no matter what, paper pumpkin kits are pretty simple. I think, in the sense of it's putting stuff all together. So I think that this really helps. And the color coordination is a lot of them, but it's got balmy blue and cherry cobbler and crumb cake, and doesn't call for real red. That's so funny. Wait. No, it says real red, but here it says cherry cobbler, so that is hilarious. So I guess you can use cherry cobbler or real red, because I don't see real red here. Crumb cake, cherry, crushed curry, daffodil delight, lemon lolly, fussy meadow, light of navy, old olive, and pecan pie. Okay, guys, let's do the Pepsi challenge. Real red or... Yeah, I think it's real red because cherry color is much darker. So it's got to be that there's a mistake there in the print. So keeping my real red out handy. It brings some very, very shiny pieces. Look how cool. And I am a shiny, guys. You know that. So this is adorable. I don't even know what this is for. Oh, I guess it's like a back for the sentiment. So it brings a few of these. I'm going to start putting things in here so I don't get lost. It brings a few areas to put our sentiments. A few of these beautiful trees in different sizes. Then we have card bases. So we have two card bases, one with a little village already in, and then you'll put some extra houses. And then is this all together? Nope. And then I don't know where the others are. Oh, here it is. And then it brings these that are horizontal, and then you'll put houses. So the first card will look somewhere along the lines like this. So super, super simple, right? And then, uh-oh, that one got a little bent there. And then these are the cutouts for those houses or for that card. And then it brings little cutouts for the other card. And as you can tell, it brings several others because that way you can play with, so I guess this goes like this, if I'm seeing this correctly, so you can totally create different sets and different organizations. So that would be kind of like the whole card. Isn't that really, really beautiful? Okay, I'm gonna put all these aside. It brings this beautiful glittery glue with glitter, which of course we're gonna use. That makes me super excited. Some extra, guess what? Glue dots and regular dimensionals. Hey Susie, how are you? So that's what we got in this beautiful kit. I'm putting my beautiful box out of the way so I don't mess this up, and let's start. So I have to be full transparent. When I saw this kit, my first thought was step cards, right? I'm like, that is the easiest thing, right? Because it makes sense. You make the village up, right? You keep going up. It just sounds like a really good option. And then today I saw somebody that did it exactly exactly everything. Like, it was very funny because even the even some of the how I was planning to decorate, it was the same. So I figured I'm not gonna do that one. So I kind of had to pull up from my ideas or something to do today. So we're gonna go with a simpler kind of card because that happened literally today, like at 4, while I was working. So I was like, I couldn't even check into something further. Figuring out, it was kind of funny. A while ago we did something like what we're going to do today, but we had a little bit of changes to what we're going to do today. But I think this one's going to end up looking really, really cute. So let's get started. So first thing we're going to need is a piece of, and I know you guys can tell this, that there's this color discoloration kind of setting. And it always drives me a little bit insane. Since I don't use other cardstock, right, to do this, what I'll do is I'll try to just bring the brushes and make this blue kind of setting. So it's not right next to this white, so it's less noticeable. But I know you guys can totally see it. And I keep wondering if it's that I have some older paper or something, but this is our white, and as you can tell, this one is definitely not white, or just maybe a different tone of white, and it just does not go well with my ideas. It does not collaborate. But I don't want to use black with this one. I'm not sure. Let me see. I'm gonna bring the black just in case. I know I always like the black. When you have something like this, it kind of looks really good. Because the black kind of gives it some frame. But I have not, I don't know, there's just no black in the whole area, right? Like, the houses are brown, there's no black on it. And so I just feel that I'm not going to do black, even if it's my first or my second cardstock that I can use. So I'm going to put that out there, and we're going to try to figure this out with just white. So we are going to need a piece of 8.5 by 5 inches. So we're just going to align, and this is, guys, sorry, I'm like Speedy Gonzalez today. This is 11 by 8.5, and we are going to align that 11-inch towards the top of the trimmer. We're going to align here at 5.5, and you're not seeing. There you go. And we are going to cut. I'm just making sure this is all the way there and well aligned. Hi, Miss Susie. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Well, the good news, guys, is that everything, all the masks and everything was shipped Wednesday, I want to say. So I was super excited about that. I was getting a little not happy about my stuff not leaving, but I just was waiting for those masks. So super excited that that went. You should be getting it soon. And now we're going to turn this around, put our 8.5 piece against the top of the trimmer, and we're going to score at 4.25. And I've said this in the past, if you are new to crafting, it is okay to make marks in your trimmer to help yourself. Okay, so that's the first thing. Now the second thing we're going to do, I'm going to bring my blending brush. You guys know this. I'm going to bring a piece that I don't use, so a piece of my grit paper, and oh, it's red. I keep thinking, I don't know why I keep thinking it's Night of Navy. That is so funny. And we're going to bring our red. Now I have to change because it's red, not Night of Navy, like I was I was assuming. And we're going to make this red. Let me see. Do we want this red? And then I think that's how we're going to do. Okay, so this is our piece. And this has still some of the stuff I was working on last week. And so I'm going to extend this so this is not in our way. And we're going to do it just, oh, yay! Really? Oh, you're welcome. I'm so glad you guys got it. We're just going to do very softly the edges. And now that I think like instead of the blending brush, I think I want to use the daubers. There it is. This is my real red. Yeah. Because the daubers, you have a little bit more of control, right? Really what I want is to darken the edges only. Kind of to create some contrast there, but that's all I want to do. I don't want to turn this into quote unquote red paper. Although it would look good with red paper. I just always think that when you do the blending brushes all over, it does not look as good as you would like. I don't know why. I don't prefer that, guys. So I am going to keep going, and we're going to do all the card base with our dauber here. And one more. And you can be generous if you want. So if you tilt your dauber a little bit more, then you'll get more ink or further into the paper. Or you can just keep it simple like this. So it's only the edge really that we are turning red-ish. Okay. So I think that will do for now. I'm putting that dauber far away because the truth is we all know I will make messes. I'm going to remove that there. We're going to come here. Oh no, it's clean. It's clean, guys. And bring our bone folder. And get that all squared up. And this is our first step. Now, the next step is we are going to score these at 2 1/8. And I could have done that before, but sometimes when you have already score lines, it has been harder for me sometimes to like do this dauber in application or the blends. And so I just figure I'm just going to do this first. So applying the ink first, and then we're going to score. And yes, this is just a basic C fold that we're going to be doing. So we're going to score in there. And just like you imagine, this is going to be, let's see, like this. Sorry, guys. I just don't want to like lie to you. Sort of like this. So this is going to be part of what we're going to be doing. And this also means I also am going to darken this side. So we're going to bring our bone folder, crease that, get our dauber, and go ahead and get that inked as well. And I'm going to ink these a little bit more. I don't know if you guys can tell, but because I inked on the other side, I was not thinking about um, the it's not as noticeable, so we're just going to ink this side as well. Okay, just making sure it's very, very red, guys, right? Definitely red. And I do the same here. It feels like it's not well inked. I guess I needed to push a little bit further, huh? So we're just creating that beautiful illusion of some extra color in our card base. Now, would if I had, not chosen to do this only with this, only with what's in the kit, you can probably do this with either blue cardstock or red cardstock, and I think that will look awesome. Okay, so what we're going to need here is let's see, we can put this friend in here, and we're going to make another layer. Don't worry, guys. So we can put that layer there. We can bring I'm thinking, guys. So part of the not problem, but part of the issue I'm having is that this is shorter than my panel here. So I'm figuring out how to cover this the best, and I am not coming up with an idea. So it's fine. We'll use just this card base. We can use this as decoration maybe later, but I think we're going to use this card base first and foremost. So let's bring up our trimmer. We are going to do what we've done in the past, which is cut this in half. Now, I mean, was hoping not to do this, but I am thinking of, or this for real, Maria, but I am thinking of using this white against this white. I don't know what you guys think. Is it too noticeable? Or am I being just too OCD? I'm just wondering, guys. What do you think? Is it just too noticeable? Make it a top fold? Carrie. I'm not sure what top fold is. Like this instead? Kind of is that what you mean? I'm sorry. So this is my idea. My idea is we're going to bring another layer. Sorry about that. And so another piece. We're going to put some here. We're going to create a little pop-up in here and then put another piece in here. So it will fold. And so when you open this, like this, you're going to have one panel here, and then another panel. So that's the idea. And we did that. I don't know if you guys remember the gorgeous, what's the name? Like the gorgeous sunflowers. That was a paper pumpkin kit last year. I want to say for July or for September, August. I don't remember that. It was gorgeous, gorgeous sunflowers. And we did something similar. We just created two panels in here. Two kind of rhombus. I always forget that in English. In here, and that, of course, created some fun. But because these are houses, I just don't think it will create that continuity with the card if we do the squares like a rhombus. Is that the word? Right. Okay. Thank you, Judy. So it's not me, and I am not that crazy. I'm just partially crazy. Guys, I'm struggling here. Should I just bring red for this one? It's just I feel that black is not. I don't want black. I feel like a little girl. I don't want that. See, like it looks odd. I'm definitely thinking, and I'm not very happy with this. Let me think again. Like if I do it like this, so only one layer, then it's less noticeable because we apply that red in there. And so I guess what we can do is making it in black. Okay, let me cut this. Let's do this real quick. Thank you, Judy. Oh, Judy, you definitely make my days. You're so funny. Okay, so I'm going to cut these. I just am feeling, I'm not feeling this, okay? And I know I'm a little spoiled when it comes to certain things. So what I am thinking is, what if we do it backwards? So because use green, I know, it's just that I usually try not to bring anything that's not in the kit. So I'm like really struggling because this white is different than the other white. And so it just does not match. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So my thought, because if I use black, because this has the red, so see? What do you guys think? Using black. It's not my fave, but we can totally use black. So that's the first option. I'm going to bring a couple of things. No. Okay. So I have here other cardstock. I usually don't do this, but I really don't like the black. I have to tell you guys, I really don't like the black. And the problem I'm having is that the white that comes in the paper pumpkin kit is really different than our regular white. So, and I know that I can see it, and I'm pretty sure you guys can totally see it. So no matter how I put this, I can't use white on white, which would be perfectly okay because this just looks off to me. So I'm going to give up or give in this for this kit. I'm going to put that aside, and then I'm going to decide which I want. And I'm going to do the green. So this is old olive. I always mix and match those colors for whatever reason. I want to say always olive oil. I don't know, guys. You could use any other. Yeah, it has old olive. It has mossy meadow, but I like it in old olive. So I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use this one because then we can still use these panels that we have already kind of worked in. And this is going to look okay because again, the contrast is going to be minimal. So problem resolved, guys. I am sorry because I really don't usually bring anything that is not in the kit, but today they made it look complicated because white on white does not work for me. And I'm sorry you had to go through all that process. I know that it's not ideal, but I had not had time to work on this. So sorry guys for these derailment. Now we are going to fold this for the 11th time with the same fold, right? So I'm sorry I didn't explain this, but we've explained it a couple of times. And now we're going to bring our bone folder and crease and a bone folder and crease on the other side. And this is what we would call a Z-fold for logical reasons. And now we're going to bring these and I'm going to cut these at 5 3/8 all together because it's going to work for all. And then we are going to cut this at 2, which would be our first panel. And then I'm going to keep going. So I'm going to cut these there in exactly in the there in that area. I can't talk, guys. In that area, and then we're going to cut again at 2. So we have our 2 panels, and this is for these two sides. And then we have one last panel, and we are going to cut again at the scored area, which is right there, give or take. Actually, we're going to cut this at 4 1/8. Okay. And now we're going to bring our dauber again. Thank you, Carrie. I'm glad you like it. I think that the green brings a lot. I really like green and red Christmases with gold, and yeah, it's kind of a thing for me. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I really like other colors in Christmas. I don't necessarily like everything to be traditional, but I do like the red and golds. I have to tell you that for the video on Tuesday, I was looking at ribbon. But you guys know that I like to make wreaths, right? And so I have a friend that asked me to make a wreath for Thanksgiving. Well, it's for fall, but Thanksgiving-ish. And so I was just looking for some ribbon, and I was gonna get some. And then I saw a couple of color combinations that really got me super excited, like really gorgeous. So I'm really excited about getting those and that's the card we're going to make on Tuesday, hopefully. Okay, so we are going to we're going to use this card over and over this front, which is kind of sad because that's going to leave us with not a whole lot extra, but I'm thinking that we're going to use at least these for the front, for this front. And so that's going to be 1 7/8 by 5 and I think I cut this too small because, of course, since I don't have much, it fits okay. So that it's too small, but it's a smaller. But I guess, hey, when a mistake happens and it's good. So I had done that dauber, and so it really does not show that it is smaller for whatever reason. And that is quite funny. I am going to leave these without anything more. And this is because I don't want to use everything. So what's going to happen is we're going to bring this in here. So this is going to go here. We're going to have that piece extra in here, and then we'll use the rest for it. I am going to cut this again. I guess I'm glad I ordered. Okay, wait. There. I just got an idea. I guess I'm glad I ordered 2 kits, right? It looks like I'm going to need 2 kits. I'm going to cut these at 5 1/4 because we already have 1 layer. So this be our second layer, and this at 4. Okay, so we are going to bring this. This is going to come in here. And the idea I had is, Maria, that happens when you have not thought of very well. So we are going to use these little beautiful trees to make these happen. So what I'm going to bring, I don't know why I was being not very creative today, guys. I'm going to bring these up again. We're going to cut these. And we are going to cut these at, let me see, sorry guys, at 1 7/8, like that. And I am going, then this is going to stay there. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring one of those pieces that we already have, cut it at 1 7/8. And let me see here, 1 second. I am guessing this is 4 1/4. So we need about 2 inches would be enough, right? Yeah. Guys, those are my dogs. I'm sorry, same as always. I'm going to cut 3 inches of this piece. And I am going to tear this up. Sorry, you're not seeing. We're going to create that quote unquote snow, right? And we're going to put this in here. So I'm just going to, I need to put this in here to make sure that what I am cut, that I don't cut more than needed. Something along those lines. I'm going to bring another piece of this and we are going to do the same thing. I know my dogs can get really loud. And I'm just building a snowflake that you guys are not seeing. Somewhere along these lines. Now we're going to bring one of those beautiful trees and we're going to put it in here. So I have decided that I like this so much that this is going to be in the front. Sorry guys. Dogs get loud. Okay. So I'm going to start adding these so I don't lose the pieces. Yeah, they're loud, guys. I'm so sorry. And let's see. Let's bring my Stampin' Seal Plus. And we are going to add this to our piece in here. I am aligning this to the top. And just remember, this is an 1/8 smaller. And we're going to bring our quote-unquote snow. And we're going to start building these scene up. Sorry guys, I can see this a little bit better in here. Like this. And we're going to bring the second seal. Oh, thank you, Carrie. I'm so glad. Yeah, I don't know why I wasn't being like, dun-dun-dun. I don't know. It happens, I guess. I'm going to put these with glue. And I'm going to glue this on the sides just in case I want to tuck in the tree inside. And I'm going to bring this one up here too. Just like that. Oh my God, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I am guessing that somebody's delivering something and that they are getting rowdy because they don't like delivery guys. They always try to keep us safe from them. And I'm also leaving that a little bit off in case we need there we go. In case we want to tuck extra trees. And like I said, I think that we can just tuck this one in here. And that looks so good. See, guys? Things can get solved. I think I want it in here instead. Right? And I am wondering if we should put dimensionals in it. Ah, I don't know what that is. Okay. I'll bring my beautiful, I'm so glad. I know you like dogs very much. Yeah, dogs to me, I have said this 100 times. They are definitely keep me happy. I'm not going to use the dimensionals, but I'm going to put this big one here in the middle. Okay, so I think we got this. This one is a little crooked, but I am going to let it be because that's what I was going to say. If I try to resolve this, it's going to be messy. Oh well, I did not listen to myself, so I am going to do this again. I'm sorry, guys. I guess today is not my day to do crafting. And today, of all times, I mean, I have perfect internet. Like, I can't even lie and say, hey, guys, it just, I can't log in because it's too bad. Oh, Jesus. Anyways, I'm going to cut these again, guys. And I know that's kind of too OCD, but yes. I just did not like that very much. So it was very, very crooked. Maybe it was not easy to see, but it's very easy to see here. So I'm going to bring this up so I can see this better. And put this straight. Okay, so we have our first layer, and this one is going to go in here. See, I like this stuff. Like, there are things that I like because it makes more sense, right? I'm going to leave that. We'll add it here in a little bit. And the other one that we created, so that's, where's the other one? See, that's why I was saying we have to do it first, because otherwise I'm going to lose this stuff. I'm going to glue this with our Stampin' Seal Plus. And see, we're back to being good friends. I don't know why we stopped being good friends for a while. And there we go. So we have those two panels. We have also the other panel ready. I do. So two things that I like. One of them is that this is white, and so you're able to write in here. I do like that very much. Where's my stamp set? Let me bring. And like I said, I really, really meant it. I love these. Celebrate the wonder and joy of the festive season. So I'm going to put this here in the middle. If you, and I always say this, if you have, let me see, is this too big? That's good. If you have, you know, some other like bling bling that this kit does not bring any, which is always, it saddens me. But if you have any, I think that it will be great to use some of that with this kit or with this card. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm aligning these here in my grid paper because it helps me a lot, and I think this is a little bit not straight, so wish me luck, guys. Can you still see, sort of? There you go. There it is. And we are going to do this towards, I'm doing this towards the end with for a reason, and it's because it helps me, the end here helps me keep it straight, right? And so very, very intentional, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I'm doing this, and I absolutely love, I have to say, they did design this kit well. Look how beautiful these red looks in the white with the colors on the top. They designed it well. So we are going to attach these two pieces. So we have a card already done, right? Technically speaking, we have one card already done, which is, if you didn't want to do anything else and just bring this in here, you could, right? You're done. That would be a perfect card as it is. But this is not what we're going to do. Of course, we're going to put a couple of extra panels to make this funner. Yes, I'm going to adhere these because we are going to need these all set up. So the bottom all set up. Maybe. There you go. So these layers needs to be, thank you, needs to be ready inside in here or adhere before we move any further. And this one too needs to be there. The last one, I'm going to wait a little bit because we'll need to accommodate the other two panels well, and so I think that it may make it easier if we just wait a little bit or wait last while we're decorating. So I'm bringing these. I just turn it around because it's easier for me. Okay, so these, again, if you don't want to do anything else, there's your card. Very simple. Love it. What took us like 20 minutes if I didn't talk too much and make so many mistakes. So, guys. Okay, now we are going to bring, here is our extra panel. So we have that green, old olive green, and we're going to need two panels, and I'm going to make them the same size, and that's going to be, I'm seeing at the ones I had before, those were squares, but I'm just thinking, guys. I'm sorry. Let me see. It could be 4 by 2. Let's see. 2 is a good size. Those squares were a little bigger, so by 4. Okay, let's do 2. 2x4 is a good size. Since this is 8, I'm going to cut this way. I think I want them, this is 2.5. I think I want them 2.5, guys. I'm sorry. By 4, it's probably good. Okay, let's do this. 2x4. So my idea is, and that's what I was telling you, when we did the other card, we put those squares in here, so 2 small squares. But my idea is we're going to put this in here, and then we'll put the other one in here. So they'll be the exact same, and it'll be easy to kind of conceal one and the other because they will be the same one, right? So, but I think this is 2.5 is better than 2. I'm trying to position this a little bit towards the edge so we can see the little tree in here. And it's still, like, I guess my goal is that it's still, when you close it, it still fits in here. So, okay. I think we're good with this too. We're going to do the exact same thing. And just for, since we have this, I'm going to use these these pieces. And we said this is 2, so this is going to be 1 7/8. No, I said 2.5. Thank you, guys. 1 7/8. So 2 3/8. And then we said this was 4, so 3 7/8. And again, 2 3/8 by 3 7/8. And actually, guys, I'm going to write down those. So we said 4 by 2.5, and then it's 2 3/8 by 3 7/8. So when I write the measurements, you don't have to worry about those. And like we did, I was thinking of keeping up the same border, but I just was thinking that maybe, we said 4. Did I do this wrong? Oh, because I cut it at 4. I didn't, Maria, I'm so funny. I cut it 4 1/4, guys. So that was totally my mistake. But I was thinking that if we do this, we put them in here and put the glitter glue around, it will look really, really pretty. Glitter glue around, it will look really, really pretty. So I'm going to put that last, but that means I'm not going to color these edges with red. And let's bring the rest. Since this one fits well because it's smaller, we're going to use, whoops, sorry guys, we're going to use these bees. And we said 4. So this will be 3/4, and yes, I'm going to cut more of this. I like the night a little better. And I'm going to turn this around because I just want to use, obviously, these 2. So we said this should be 2 1/4. Okay, there it is. So we have one of these. This is going to be our first panel. So our panel from the outside. This is going to be our panel, so it makes sense with this tree. And even if we wanted, we can put an extra tree towards the edge here. Hey Denise, how are you? Oh my God, how are you doing? All from way from Canada. I always get all excited when I have people from other countries. That's so funny. And we're going to bring this one, and we had that other house, right? So I'm going to adhere this already. Let me see. Here it is. Because we need now to see how we're going to make this. Let's see. We're going to put this in here. You know what, guys? I think I'm going to start mentioning it to Stampin' Up that our basic white does not match the white in the paper pumpkin kit. I just feel that that needs to be the same white. You know, like it does not make sense that it's different. Not to me anyways, like, because it's hard for us to do some of these things, right, that we really enjoy, these alternatives, if we can't use white. And there are times when it's okay because white is not like the forte of the card, right? But in cards like this, then we're struggling a little bit there, right? And I don't like that. I'm just trying to see what else do we have, but I was thinking we can probably bring, I'll find them. Hey Gary, how are you? Oh, I'm glad you're liking it. I'm thinking of bringing maybe one of these in here, an extra one, but we'll decide that in a minute. And I just want to put this in here so we have an idea. So we'll put this panel right there. And that's why I want it to be closed like this. Maybe I shouldn't have this glued. I just said I wanted in dimensionals, right? It would have been amazing if this was in a dimension. Stop it, Maria. Don't even think about it. But now this is where we're going to put this panel. And we are going to build now like the quote-unquote mechanism. Let me bring a piece of white. Yes, let's do white. Sorry. I was thinking, oh, it could be something else, but no, let's do white. I'm looking for some of my many little pieces. I have all sorts of pieces in this place. And the mechanism, and it's not mechanism, it sounds like very important. The little thing we're going to do is 3 by 2 and I just threw it away. 3 by 2.5. So let's bring and see if this works. 2.5. That's it. Yep, I have in. Oh my gosh, I don't have enough. So there's that. Let me bring another piece. There it is. 2.5. So there's my 2.5. And then we said 3. So there it is. And we are going to score this. And guys, this is going to work. I swear to God, this is going to work. This has to work. We're going to score this at 3/4 on the 3-inch size. So 3/4. That's where we're going to score these. And by the way, I did realize what I was doing wrong in the Be Mine card. Remember, guys, that I was struggling with that? I finally realized what I was doing wrong. So I was very confused as to why it was not working. I was very upset. So yeah, and 2.25. Okay. And now what we have is we'll make the same thing. It's a little pop-up. This is going to work because what we are doing here is this is all going to be glued together. And actually, now that I think about this, I should have created this differently. With an extra so I can glue this and this can move. Maybe to be sure, you know. Well, let's leave it. Let's hope it works. So now we have these little mechanism. This will go on top in here, right? Yeah, you can sort of see. So don't put the mechanism all the way to the score line. We want it a little bit further away. Not too much, but a little bit. Maybe less than a 1/16. It's just as much, but we just want these to be able to, not there right next to the score line. And you guys know that I love my Stampin' Seal Plus, my tear and tape. And this is perfect for any mechanisms. They are always the best thing. So Denise, is it cold in Canada? We were doing some some polls earlier. I was telling them that for some reason we are going to have, like, we've been in the 60s all week here, and then tomorrow is going to like dump all the way, and I think the high is going to be like 29, and then Sunday the high is going to be, I don't know, 24, but the low is like 1, and it's just so exaggerated. I just don't know, guys. I'm still wondering how that happens. So I am eyeballing these, right? I'm trying to see, okay, this is more or less in the middle. It really is not going to affect that much because nobody's going to see this. And this is the panel that you really want to put in the middle. But you really want this to be middle-ish so you don't have to like play a lot with this panel, right? So again, I'm just eyeballing these. I am just trying to do it straight as best as my eyes can allow me. And that, I think, is going to work. And now this is going to be connected in here, and we'll put our other panel like this. Does that make sense? So I am going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus for this one, just in the sake of time, because all this talking and my mistakes. And we're just going to hold this straight, flat, and glue this. And then we have our little mechanism there, and this is going to go, well, the other panel is going to go here. So we'll have a double panel. Is that how you would call it? Let's go ahead and adhere this piece. Yeah, I shouldn't have done it backwards, but it's fine. You guys know. And I'm going to use these other piece I already have, right? So we had said that was 3/7/8 by 2 3/8. So I am, you guys are probably going to laugh. Mostly, maybe. I am just struggling. So I want to use this piece. And I'm probably going to do this. Oh. Yeah, see, Denise, I understand Celsius because in Costa Rica we just use Celsius too. So when you say 0 Celsius, that makes a lot of sense for me. Oh yes, nice, nice. Fun in this. Yep, fun in the studio. I like that. So I want to use this. So I want to use this bigger and taller one because, don't laugh, but we can't have that many moons, right? In the same area. Like that looks weird to me. So if we put this house in here, we'll be able to correct the moon. I don't know. I know it makes sense, guys. It makes sense. So we need to cut these at 2 3/8 by, no, 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. So let's see, 2 1/4 is going to be here. We still don't get rid of that moon, but that's fine. And I'm going to cut these on this end. So 3 3/4. And don't forget that all those measurements, guys, I will have in down below after the live. Okay, so this is going to go in here. Oh, thank you, Denise. I am so glad. We had a rough start today because the white in the paper pumpkin kit is just different than our basic white. And so I usually just use white and black, but we couldn't do that today because it's noticeable. So I was not very happy with that. So I'm going to cut these. Remember, I need this big piece. So I'm going to cut these at the same 2 1/4. And bring this friend in here so it really covers that moon. And I know that's funny, but it is important. Like we don't live in another world with several moons. We just have one moon. So we're already going to have two moons, I think. Yes, because this piano has a moon. So, and since we don't have like a, how do you call this? A Santa, we need to cover it. Remember, I think it was last year we had a Santa that was flying. That would be awesome to put in here. So we're going to put this house in here. But I'm going to use these first. So I'm going to put this panel first because we need to make sure that this is not going over here. And I'm trying to not cover my little tree here. So, and I am, see, at least that worked well. I'm putting these inside the panel like that so the snow kind of covers. And we're going to put some extra snow here. I just decided that. So you guys know, I decide a lot of things on the go. Let me see where I have a piece. Do we have another piece of this white? That's not big enough, so I'm going to grab another one of these card bases. And we are going to get some of these whites. And I'm just doing this so we can keep that color, white color, I guess. So we need 2 1/4, and that's 2 1/4. And I'm just making this 2 1/4 in case we need more. Okay, so I'm bringing my little thingy here. This is 2 1/4. And we're going to go ahead and tear that up. Maybe I'm going to tear a tiny bit so we don't totally cover those trees, right? Something like that, maybe. But that way, when we include this in here, it kind of all makes sense, right? It's a continuity of the scene. Like that. What do you guys think? Oh, thank you, Denise. That's so kind of you. Okay, so we're going to bring my Stampin' Seal Plus friend. And we're going to adhere this. It is, I think that it's much funner that way to me. But I understand that people want just, you know, a little more of a straightforward directions. And when I have not decided well what I'm doing, I'm not that person that does this straightforward directions. So I feel very bad because, oops, this is not being cooperative. So let me make sure I'm doing this on the right side. I'm going to bring a piece of tear and tape. And we're going to go ahead and tear that up. Thank you. Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate that. So we're going to adhere this. I'm definitely going to keep these, put this one inside. So I'm really closing this because my first fear is that this needs to be inside all the way, that when we close it, it does not go over, right? And now we can bring our friend here, and that will perfectly be okay. Let's see. We can even put this further if we wanted to mix, like, so it's all the way here, but I want it like this. And that is working very well. So I'm going to turn this like this. Yeah, you're seeing. So I'm going to put my little piece of tear and tape. Oh, I actually got to, for whatever reason. And I'm going to put them in here. Ah, see? That did not work. One more, Maria. Okay. Taking those backings. I do not like that, but I sure love how good the tear and tape is. That's one of my faves. Okay, so we're going to bring this up here towards the edge. Not totally towards the edge. I don't want it totally like right there. I'm going to leave a little bit so it gets some movement. I'm aligning, I'm centering, making sure it all looks good. You see what I'm saying? It needs to stay within this perimeter, right? So I am aligning this here first because I'm obviously off there, and that looks good now. Okay, so now that's there. Now I am really going to bring that little tree and I'm going to put it in here so it kind of is on top. So we're going to put glue on one side, and then this is the right side, and then a dimensional on the other side because this is not moving, right? So we are able to kind of create that illusion. Okay, you need it to be further this way, it looks like. So guys, it needs to be a mini dimensional, so I'm sorry. Guess I thought I had a bigger piece, and I'm putting it all the way on the other side, so we're actually able to put this okay in here. Okay, we made it, guys. We made it. There we go. So you can open this like this. You can open it like this, right? And then you'll have your little area here. And then you can still write something here. It does not move a whole lot, but you can still sign it at least, or right here also. Oh, oh. Really, Denise? Yeah, sometimes it happens. I do try. I have to say, I do try to organize, like to have an idea. But I was telling them at the very beginning of the video that today, like when I saw this kit, my first thought was step cards. Step cards will work wonderfully for this kit because you know you have little pieces, etc., etc. And then just today I saw somebody doing a step card, like just on Facebook I saw it, but then it was no longer like a good idea. So I had to let that go. But it was today, like at 4 o'clock, and I was like, oh, so let's think of something quick. So we have like a little story kind of setting, and I really, really like it. And of course, you can stand it up because all these stand up. So very, very. Oh, thank you, June. I appreciating. Oh, I'm so glad that you like it. It's very simple. We can still put some of these if we wanted to, like put a Merry Christmas in here. What do you guys think? Oh, Brenda, I'm so glad you like it. Thank you. So we can do, where's the other piece? Here it is. We can try to put that Merry Christmas in here, just like it is, so we can have some shine over. What do you guys think? Do we want to put the Merry Christmas here or here maybe on the top? Or do we leave it as is and just leave that? What do you guys think? I'll wait to see what you want. In the meantime, there is no raffle today. Yay! Because the last time I made for the paper pumpkin kit was my diary journal, and so there's no raffle for that. Sorry, guys. But this is what I came up with in a very short time. Oh, good, Denise. I'm so glad. Don't cover the scene. So we don't cover the scene. There you go. So this is it. Oh, so the last thought that I had, and hopefully this is working okay. Yep, I see it. Is I was thinking we are going to put glue, the glue slash snow in here, right? And in all over this. All over those areas that would be snowy. Okay, not covering the scene. Kind of like that, right? So it has like, and then I am going to like put some shine there on our little star because we're following that idea. I'm going to put snow on the back because that would be snow, right? Same in here. So we keep the same idea. And then This one is less important because we don't have a whole lot of snow banks in here, but at least we put that in here. The other thing I was thinking is like putting this around in here. So maybe kind of covering that eighth. Okay, this is a little harder than I thought. There you go. But it gets simple. If you practice, or once you start doing it, kind of makes sense how to do it. And a little bit in here. And I missed a little bit up here. Okay, that is not very straight, but we all know I don't do stuff straight, so that would be a miracle if I did. So I'm going to leave these like that, but at least we put some extra shine all over, and I really like that end result. Can you see? It's hard to see. Oh, so these comes with the kit, Denise. It is like glue, glitter glue, like the stickles. So yeah, these are it comes with the kit, which is I'm very, very excited that I actually got 2 kits because I'm going to use this a whole lot. Maybe something small, like a polar bear. That would be amazing. Carrie, except they don't have anything like that. Even stamp wise, right? All they have is houses. And I don't bring anything extra to here. But you know what? You're so funny, Carrie. If you have like, I am thinking, for example, you know that little bunny from Horse and Sleigh, from that suite, would be amazing in here. For example, that little bunny, something like a little animal like that. I am not going to bring it because I try to stick very, very much to what's in the kit. And today I brought something that I usually don't use, which is green cards. So I'm not going to get any more stuff in here. But yeah, I agree. Something in here would work. Okay, so guys, this is it. Very simple, but I think that because of this kit, it just works so, so well. And I'm trying to keep this as straight as possible so it does not. Oh, yay! Good, good. I think, see, I can't see, but I don't know if it worked for her. But that's good. I'm glad we're practicing and learning how to not Facebook, how does YouTube work sometimes. Okay, guys. Whew. We made it. We made it in spite of all my comings and goings. Oh, I'm glad you like it. I am so glad you like it. So my thought is, don't forget that all these measurements will be down below here in a little bit, so you can have and recreate this exactly. And yes, I am sorry it was a little bit on the go, but it happens. So thank you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of starting the weekend. Oh, thank you. You know, it's there's not a whole lot of people here, which makes it a little bit more personal, I think. And we have a lot of fun. I really, really like my friends from my adorable friends from my beautiful friends is what I would say from YouTube, because I really enjoy having my time with you guys. You know that I'm always like, hey. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Stay warm. I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to try to see how to keep my chickens warm because it's going to be really, really cold. And so they're going to struggle. Not so much tonight, but on Sunday evening, it's going to be really cold. So chickens will need an extra set of something to keep them warm. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I hope you guys have, okay, let me do this. Let me come back up here. I'm sorry. I don't know why I think you guys like talking to the hands. We will. Thank you. And Judy, yes. Hi, Judy. Judy, you're so nice. I absolutely love that. Thank you, Judy. Good one. Thank you so much. She's saying that we always have a large time. It's amazing. Okay, guys, thank you. Sending a love. Oh, hi, Kiwi. How are you? Sending lots of love to you all, and I hope you really have a wonderful rest. Well, a wonderful weekend. Bye.